This game, if you haven't seen any of me playing this yet, Theo, this game actually does have a banger soundtrack. It's not quite Dysfunction is a Function, but it's pretty good. The soundtrack in this game is definitely like a high tier license soundtrack, I would say. Dude, what? Live Split crashed again. What is this? Why does this keep happening? I feel like when it's time, when Live Split wants to update, it just starts crashing itself as like a ploy to make you want to update it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, fine, I will update you, Live Split. There. Though I will say, this game does have a big soundtrack of good songs, but it cuts them all short. It doesn't have the full song. Like, it has... This is obviously a chopped up version of the song for the intro, but like when this song plays during gameplay, it plays up to the guitar solo, and then just fades out, and then starts playing something else. Like, they don't have the full song on the disc. And I don't know if the other consoles do, or if they all have this problem, but yeah, that's a little unfortunate. I leave for GDQ on the 16th, so 1 week from today. 1 week from today is when I leave. I would like to get to the Xbox game before I leave for GDQ, you know? I really want to... I mean, we might not start the Xbox game until after GDQ, but I'd like to at least get up to that point. Anyway, I'm going to step away for a minute. Yeah, for those who don't know, I will be at GDQ for most of it. From Tuesday through to the end is the plan. So I won't be streaming, but I'll be there. If you're also there, then that's cool. I'll see you there. Spock will be there. The Spock1. But yeah, I'm going to step away for a sec. I will be right back, and then we'll play some SSX on tour. Alright, sorry. That took a sec. Yeah, if you show up at GDQ, I'll sign your copy of Gladius, my favorite GameCube game. I do love Gladius. So, here's where we're at with this thing. We are rank 86. Apparently you have to get to rank 1, and then do some stuff, and then you beat the game. So I'm on my way. On my way to rank 1. And, yep, that's where I'm at. Maybe I can defeat Nate.
Prime for a big win.
At the end of the last stream, we bought a very, very good snowboard. That'll hopefully help. To remember the controls for a sec, though. But yeah, this is basically the Need for Speed Underground of snowboarding. It's a whole lot of... Oh, I'm losing by a lot here. Shoot. He took some kind of shortcut. It's a whole lot of missions. So it's going to be a really long game. That's why we're going to be side gaming it. Well, I don't think this is why people don't talk about on tour. I still maintain that this game is good, actually. But it is way too much for me to focus on. Ooh, we're going to the Nintendo Village. Wait, I'm losing by 70? No, I'm not losing by 70. It's SSX, so like you just snowboard through a town. People did not build their houses in logical places, or I think it's more like we are not snowboarding in logical places. Dude, that stupid skier just parked on the ramp. Screwed me up. Damn, There was no recovering from that. I am losing now. He took a massive shortcut and I lose at 93%. Incredible. Incredible.
Aw, poor baby.
Fucking epic.
Ooh, I'm gonna take it all.
Was winning that entire time, but sure. Nope. Never. Alright, just don't let me grind that. That's cool. I imagine it's exactly like this. Okay, just zero air for some reason. That's cool too. This game is just kind of bullshit sometimes, man. I'm not really sure I have any ability to catch up. Plus 200 or minus 200. Like, how did this even happen? How did this even happen? A minus 230. Did they, like, forgot to turn the rubber banding on until the end of the last race, and then this is what the game is supposed to be like? Fuck happened? He's just gone. I'm not even really going slower. That's the thing. I'm not doing any worse than last time. And for some reason, he's 300 on me. And this is just fucking hopeless. Oh. Nope, I thought I had caught up. It was showing me numbers that made it look like I had caught up, but that was all just a ruse. I'm actually even more behind. Minus 440. Minus 580. Have minus 600. No, minus 350. How the fuck did this happen? How did that happen?
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
What the hell? I feel like there's some kind of like... I feel like it bugged out somehow and just like... That was like the rubber banding, but just engaged always. It doesn't make any sense. That attempt 1 would go the way it did, and then attempt 2 would be that. And now I'm winning by 100. I think this game is just really inconsistent. Like, maybe you could model it as like... Yeah, I feel like you could model it as like there's some percentage chance of them taking shortcuts. Like, anytime they get to a shortcut, they randomly decide if they're gonna do it. and he just decided to random into every shortcut that time. Although, I do think I'm doing this about 30 seconds faster, and I couldn't tell you why. I think I was at 219 passing that thing last time. Maybe not. Maybe that was a different square section. No, I think that was it. I think somehow I did just do that 30 seconds faster, and I can't explain how or why. It just comes down to there being fast and slow ways down the hill, and I don't know which is which. So it'll be like, should I go left or right? I'll go left. Sorry, left was the slow way. Lose 20 seconds. Alright, there you go, I win. Yep, a lot of the late GameCube era EA big games had a weird Nintendo partnership. And this is one of those. So apparently you can play as Mario in this game, and they covered that village in like Mario power-up JPEGs. And then EA... Let's see, what's the other one? NBA Street Volume 3, you can play as Mario. And then Fight Night Round 2 just has Little Mac in it, as well as the entirety of Super Punch-Out, just like in a Super Nintendo emulator. Sudden Death Trick Competition. Oh, it was my... Whoop, I didn't update stream info. Sorry. I got distracted by live split crashing 1 million times. That's my excuse.
You're in the presence of Elise.
Dad likes cars. He drives ones with 4 wheels.
No! Oh, I did the fucking trick. Just ruined my combo. I hate grinding in this game. It's so bad. If you grind on a rail, then for like 5 seconds after you get off the rail, if you try to do a trick, it'll do a grind trick in midair that has a massive ending lag associated with it, and you're just dead. Oh, I didn't get 90,000 points ahead before the time limit, so I just lose, even though I was winning the entire time.
Yeah, right.
Kinda hate these challenges that are like that. Like, they should not have a time limit. Do I not have... Well, I'm not even winning. I'm behind this time. Wasn't letting me do the supers for no reason. I think technically I hadn't earned the supers yet because I was keeping the combo going. Oh yeah, there's massive product placement for a lot of things in this game.
Girl loves victory.
Nah, this is impossible. I quit. I'm not gonna waste my time on that. Some of these are just like complete bullshit, and some of them are not hard. I'm not gonna waste my time on the bullshit ones. Pretty sure left is faster here. So I, of course, went right. This is that stage that I was attempting for like a super long time though, that one time. I've raced on this section of mountain probably more than anywhere else. Yeah, I got up to semi-pro at the end of yesterday's stream. Don't need to be too fancy with the tricks, I just have to make sure that I still have boost. I have to do this entire race twice, by the way. This is a qualify for finals type of one. Good, free money. At this point, I think I've pretty much bought the best board. But who knows, maybe I'll end up buying one of the max speed boards at some point, just for like races where I don't care about anything but absolute top speed. But this is the second best all-around board, and its stats are like very high in everything. The only better all-arounder has max stats and everything, but it costs 2 mil, which I don't think I'm going to be able to afford throughout my entire playthrough. Like, I could just never buy anything, and I don't think I would get $2 million. Maybe. Probably not. The speedrun is apparently like 4 hours long. I think there's certain events where like... Yeah, it depends on if I get more money at the higher ranks, right? There's certain events in this game where there's a record. Like, you can come in first, but you don't break the record, and the record is like a super high. Yeah, like, check that out. You see the record, 353, and I got a 434, so not even remotely close. I clearly just don't know the correct route through these areas. Oh, this is heat 1 out of 3? Oh my god. So we have to do this race 3 times. Or no, we just skipped. It was 2 chances to qualify, but we qualified in the first try. So I don't have to do this 3. I only have to do it 2 times. But what was I saying? I was saying something really important, for sure. Oh yeah, if you break the records, you get a lot of extra hype. According to a speedrunner who was in my chat before. So, I think the speedrun relies on you breaking records by just being really good at the game and knowing all the routes and stuff. And then that gets you to the end of the game in fewer events. There's also a lot of events where, like, the second you break some kind of score, or the second you do something successfully, it just ends. Like, you don't have to run out the timer or make it all the way down the mountain or anything. So those seem really good for speedrunning, because it's just like, what is the absolute fastest possible way to get X points? Like, we don't have to spread it out across the whole mountain. It's just whatever the fastest thing is, do that. This is probably a decent speed game if it weren't for the fact that it's 4 hours long. Because this game is way too long. I think she's in the game. Instant void out. That won't do. If you bonk that, EA, it's just, they know you're never recovering. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably the route through this section that's just like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. It feels like I'm doing a lot of side to side, which is just like bad. You want to be going down, not left and right. All time spent going left and right is time spent not going down. So that was slower than last time. I got like a 431, I think, or a 433, something like that. And that was like a 435, so that was worse. Also, somehow I only won by 0.11. That seems wrong to me. I won that by a tenth of a second. I thought it said I was ahead by, 150 meters. Apparently not. Oh, 46. Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't see that. That makes a lot more sense. Three heat total time? Okay. Oh, Shop Clerk is in this race. I love Shop Clerk. That's my favorite snowboarder. You know, it's a good question. I have no idea what SSX stands for, actually. Snowboarding Simulator Extreme. Super Snowboard Extreme. Snowboard Supercross. Yeah, I guess so, because we did play that game, SX Supercross. So we've established that SX, or no, it was SX. No, it's MX Superfly, SX Supercross. Or something. But I think we established in that game that SX stood for Supercross. That game was not made by EA or anything, but I think that's just an actual abbreviation for motorcycle people. It's interesting that they, this is inspired by motorcycle shit, right? But then they turned around and made a motorcycle game based off of this, Freakstyle. She's in The Sims 4? Why? Are any of the other SSX characters in The Sims 4? Is Elise in The Sims 4? She's my favorite. is my favorite because she's on the box art of SSX Tricky. Weird. I guess it's not that big of a deep cut, but it's a little weird. When you think of this era of EA games, SSX is probably one of the most popular things they were making at the time. It's honestly weird that the series is dead. Like, I mean, I guess Extreme Sports as a whole in this way kind of died, but like... And I don't have the sales numbers, but like, literally everybody has played SSX Tricky or 3. Literally everybody's played these games. They're super popular, clearly. But they haven't made one since the reboot. You're not a part of everybody. I'm sorry to hear that, Djibouti. But you must be nobody. I don't know, Bush. Are you too zoomer for this game?
That one's over. And if you missed it, sucks to be you.
The name of the album this song is off of is called You're a Woman. Weird album name. Oh, that's the full album title, so they cut it off. Janky. Races that also had a score requirement, VC. I can't tell if you're memeing with that or not, Valiant Cookie, but no. No, it would not be cool. I know this from experience, that it's very not cool. You were serious? Well, they actually made a game like that. See, Freakstyle. Freakstyle is literally just this game, but with motorcycles, and like a bajillion times harder. But there's a ton of required events where you have to win the race and also hit a required score, and the score requirements are all really high. And Freakstyle is like, I don't know what my total playtime on Freakstyle was. Someone can go check it, but I think it was over 10 hours to win like a half dozen races. There were 12 events, but 1 or 2 of them were like tutorial tier. All the real events took extremely long to do. Oh, only 820? Really? I feel like I spent so long death cycling some of those stages. I must have like first tried other ones. I know that when it came time to get the score, I did first try 1 or 2 of them. But by the time they're asking you to get the score and win the race, you're already like the world's biggest freak style gamer. You've been prepared for it. Yeah, I did side game it with Falsebound Kingdom, right. Alright, one more. Nightmare GameCube rotation. That's probably the worst. That's probably the most nightmarish experience I've had. Freak Style plus Falsebound Kingdom, right? I don't think I've ever had a worse set of games going at the same time. There's definitely some times, though, where whatever I'm playing is just like, man, this is one boring game into another boring game. Dude, Gladius plus Falsebound Kingdom would have, like, I don't think I would be able to do it. We would have to roll a third game. I mean, I think there's a good likelihood that that will actually happen. Like, I'm not an incredibly powerful gamer. I don't know if anyone thinks of me that way, but I promise I'm actually like a weak-willed, casual gamer at heart. So like, streaming a game 4 hours a day, every day until I beat it, is like hard for me to do. I can't really do that. So like side gaming, just in general, helps me a lot. A game has to be pretty good for me to want to like sit down and play hours of it straight. I mean, or just like, I don't know, it has to be a certain way. Like, I'm pretty sure I had streams where I just played Dr. Muto straight through for like 3.5, 4 hours. But dude, I've been thinking about Dr. Muto again recently. I have some ideas about that game. There's an extremely low but non-zero chance that Dr. Muto comes back in some form in the future. I'll put it that way. I don't think I want to reveal too much right now. I have some ideas. Probably won't happen. It probably won't happen. No, I'm not gonna speedrun it. The speedrun of Dr. Muto, dude, I don't think Rebel Dragon ever did that. When I was playing Dr. Muto, one of my Yakuza Speed friends, Rebel Dragon 95, was in chat for a lot of it. Because I think someone had challenged him to speedrun it, and he didn't know anything about the game. And he came into my chat and was just like, yeah, the world record's like 8 hours. It seems really unoptimal. I think I can just beat that by hours, right? And I was like, no. I had to break the news to him of what Dr. Muto is and what he was truly in for. And I think after he saw me play it, he gave up on ever doing the speedrun. But yeah, I feel like a lot of... It's like I do like side gaming things. I do really like side gaming things so that I don't have to play the same thing for too many hours in a row. But also, like, that's how you get done with games faster. You know? Like, it makes all the games feel longer to split them up. So... There's pros and cons. Obviously, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is just gonna be like... By the time we get to TTYD, no side game for that. That's the finale. Yeah, something like this is a great side game. Like, whenever we roll a side game, I've always hoped that it's like a racing game or something. Something like this is perfect, because it's really long. We got a lot to get through, but it's also, like, a good change of pace compared to anything else I might be playing. Like, Splinter Cell into this is a good combo, because Splinter Cell is so slow, and then this is just, like, not. The Need for Speed games were all great side games. Just kind of plug away at them. I think I should start spending my money on tricks, because, like, I think that once I fill this up into the red, I have to, like, buy the tricks to use here. Maybe. I think that might be what's happening. Either that or I just don't know what the input is. But they're gonna start asking me for higher and higher scores. I'm gonna need to be able to get those. I think buying tricks will be good. Oh, is that what the purple means? Okay. Gonna spam the boost button then. Underground 2... Need for Speed Underground 2 was kinda... A lot of time was spent just driving around to missions. What really got me about Need for Speed Underground 2, I honestly didn't think the street races were that bad, but there were those events that you'd go to, where each event would be like 6 races. They were like the official sanctioned events. And each event was like 6 races, and they were like really boring. Yeah, the URL races. And they were like really boring stages, because they weren't even street races. They were just like on a track, and the track was just like cobbled together out of cones. So like some intern at EA just put these tracks together in 5 minutes. Those URL races, and towards the end of Need for Speed, I remember there were just like a ton of URL races you had to do. So it just felt like extremely fillery, extremely slow paced to make progress in the game. Physically painful. Underground 1 was pretty good. Underground 1 had over 100 and something races to do. I think it was like 113 was the number. It like lied about there being 110, and then there were just like more events after you reached the 110. I don't know, Need for Speed is weird. Like, because then there's Most Wanted where you have to do police chases. So you'd like, I would do all of the races, then it was like, alright, time to have the police chase me around this map for half an hour until I build up the score I need. Just completely ridiculous. Sometimes I'd have the problem where I couldn't get the police to stay on me, like I would literally just be sitting there and I would lose the police by accident. Nice. It's a bit spicy that it's 2 heats take your best race time though. Like what if my best race time is the first attempt and then some computer just beats, I don't know, I mean I guess if I win both races technically that means I win. I can't not win if I just win both races. I don't know, we still haven't played Need for Speed Carbon. That's still an outstanding game. I'm just saying. After I beat that game, I'll no longer need the speed ever again. Yeah, the how long to beat on it is a lot shorter. It's like 7 hours or something compared to over 20 for Underground 2 and Most Wanted. That's like their return to sanity. That's also the sort of start of the fall though, like peak Need for Speed sort of is Underground 1 and 2 Most Wanted, at least with people that I talk to. I know there's also a contingency of fans out there who like the older ones, but I feel like those are the most popular, like when Need for Speed was at the height of its popularity, and they sort of fell off. I honestly can't name a Need for Speed game after Carbon up until like HD, up until like The Run. Whenever The Run came out, that game exists. I think there was a reboot in there. I think there was a game just called The Need for Speed. And they were doing a weird thing where there was like live action cutscenes, and The Run is like Need for Speed, but you can get out of the car. It's just bizarre. I guess Hot Pursuit 2010's in there. I actually own Hot Pursuit 2010. Everyone likes Hot Pursuit 2010. And there's Most Wanted 2012, I think is the number. They just started using names again. Well shit, everyone bought it the first time we made a game called this. Must have been the title. Yo, hey Daggy. I think you just caught me at the end of the stream. I was gonna finish this race and then cut, sorry. Ooh, have I not done that one yet? Road Gap Trap. Shift 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't know those at all. Like Pro Street and Undercover, no clue. played Heat though. One of my favorite things to do, complaining about Need for Speed Heat. A game that I didn't pay money for and didn't care about, but played in its entirety anyway and will complain about readily. Oh, I missed the camera. Yeah, they were right. I don't get it, man. Like, why don't they make... Why don't they make another Burnout? Everyone likes Burnout. There we go. Don't get too distracted by collecting cash. Don't tell me how to live my life. Alright, we made it to rank 70. Yeah, I got a board. I went and got the, where the fuck is this thing? How much money do I have? 296? I went and got the best combo board that isn't the expensive one, so like, pretty good. Pretty good board. I could technically... Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to... I feel like I want to save for just like the best race board, but like maybe I also want to buy tricks. Because they might help me with stuff. What is the wizard? Left down. Like I think I want to buy tricks. But I'm not going to buy anything yet. I'm going to save all my money until I, like, have to spend money to win. That's always the strat. Actually, yeah, hang on. What the hell are abilities? That's a good point. I didn't even look in there. Attributes. Right. These are all really expensive. You'll always be the first one out the start of the gate. Destroy anyone who knocks into you. Yeah, like, I don't think I care about those. Yeah, they're too expensive. I'm saving my money. Anyway, I'm gonna call it for today. That was a full stream of gaming. Didn't make too much progress in SSX, but we finished Chaos Theory, so that's good. Finishing Chaos Theory is big. No, we're not gonna do that right now. The plan is we're gonna start next stream with this for a few hours, and then we're gonna roll a side game, and then we're gonna play it. I usually I don't like to do a poll for a game that I'm not starting the same day. Well, I do that all the time, I guess. But if I don't have to, I don't like to, so I'm not going to. So we'll roll the side game next stream, which I think will be tomorrow, but there's a chance it won't be. I might not stream tomorrow, I'm not sure. Depends on stuff. But I'm gonna head out, so thanks a ton everyone for watching, as always. Thanks for bearing with me through the Clancy, and I will see you next time for more of this and something else.